In the present video, we'll study how a charged particle moves in uniform magnetic field. There are different possibilities. Simple cases first. Case 1, the particle moving parallel or anti-parallel to magnetic field. Here this is magnetic field and a charged particle moving along the field, that is parallel to the field, and in this figure B it is moving anti-parallel to the field. Now in this case we have the force, Lorentz magnetic force, given by Q V cross B equal to QVB sin theta, which is 0 whether theta is 0 in this first case or theta is 180 as in second case. As no force acts on the particle remains undeflected, not affected by the field, and will continue to follow a linear path, parallel or anti-parallel. Now coming to case 2, V perpendicular to B, that is a charged particle moving in a plane normal to the field. The case is depicted here in this figure C, V perpendicular to B. These crosses by convention represent a magnetic field, uniform magnetic field directed into the plane of the board, and we have a particle, positively charged particle, plus Q is the charge on the particle, moving in this direction at A1. The Lorentz magnetic force on the particle is given by Q V cross B, which means QVB because theta happens to be 90 degree, V perpendicular to B, you should remember this. Now here the force is perpendicular to V as well as to B. A force perpendicular to V will deflect the particle sideways. As you can see, when the particle moves in this direction, you can apply Lorentz left hand rule to find out the direction of the force. The particle moving in this direction, force is downward. The particle moving in this direction, force is towards right, and so on. So the particle follows a circular path with the magnetic force providing the centripetal force, that is QVB equal to mv square upon r. Simplifying, you get expression for radius mv over qb. You can also write it as p over qb, p being the momentum of the charged particle. The time period t of the particle is the distance in one revolution, 2 pi r divided by the speed, which from this expression you get 2 pi m over qb, or the frequency, that is reciprocal of time period, is qb over 2 pi m. Remember, and you can discover from this relation for t, the speed of the particle and the radius do not have any effect on the period. That is, t is independent of r as well as v. However, at very high speeds comparable to that of light, the relativistic variations in mass come into picture. This is Einstein's equation which shows effect of speed v on a particle. m0 is rest mass and m is the mass at speed v. So mass increases with speed. Therefore, in that such high speeds, the time period and the frequency will be altered by effect of speed on mass of the particle. Proceeding to case 3, the general case, that is V making any arbitrary angle with the magnetic field. Here, let's assume that there is a magnetic field acting in plus z direction. The field is assumed to be uniform, and a charged particle with charge plus q is moving in this direction at an angle theta with the magnetic field. Here we can resolve the velocity into two components. A component parallel to the field, we write it as V parallel equal to V cos theta, and a component V perpendicular, which is V sin theta. Now this diagram you need to look at closely. This is a 3D diagram. The foot of the perpendicular from V will lie in x or y plane and not on x or y axis. So this is field along z direction. You may assume it to be vertical. The other component will be in horizontal plane, that is x or y plane. Now see here, V parallel, that is, this is moving along the direction of the magnetic field. So V parallel remains unaffected because force in this direction is 0. Magnetic field is, force is 0. Therefore this component V parallel remains unaffected. And V perpendicular makes the particle follow a circular path as discussed in case 2. Therefore R equal to m V perpendicular over QB or mv sin theta upon QB. Therefore T is 2 pi r, 2 pi m over QB as we have solved it earlier. Here the particle has two motions, a linear motion along straight path, that is along z direction due to V parallel, and a circular motion in x or y plane due to V perpendicular. So overall the resultant path is helix, that is circular motion combined with motion in plus z direction or along the magnetic field. The vertical distance covered by the particle in one period is called pitch of the helix, V parallel into T. V parallel is V cos theta into 2 pi m over QB. So overall pitch of the helix is 2 pi m V cos theta over QB.